With our retrograded Venus and all of the other planets that are in retrograde right now, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, there's a lot going on in the skies, so I thought it was worth doing an astrological forecast. Right now I'm just going to do an intro into all of these retrogrades and what the sky is doing today, but I do want to get into separate videos for what it means for your rising sign. So in this video I'm just going to briefly touch on what we're seeing here. We have a bit of a stellium going on over here in Leo. That's what the Strength card represents. The King of Wands, I put a face card that represents that sign if there is a stellium, so that's why the King is there. What makes up this particular stellium is our Sun, our Mercury, and our retrograded Venus, which is the Empress in reverse. Keep in mind there is nothing to represent the nodes within tarot mapping, but the nodes are definitely important since they just shifted out of Taurus and Scorpio into Libra and Aries. This Ace of Pentacles is representing our Earth trine that we have going on with Pluto in Capricorn, Mars in Virgo, you can't really see, but it's represented by the Tower card. And then in Taurus, we've got Jupiter and Uranus. And that Mars is opposing our retrograded Saturn and retrograded Neptune. Now, Saturn in Pisces takes on this Eight of Cups energy. So a lot of people are going to be walking away from things that no longer serve them. Depending on what house it's in, it could be career, it could be something to do with your finances, something to do with your home life, something to do with relationships. All depends on where this falls in your chart, and we'll get into that in the following videos. The moon moves pretty quickly every 2.5 days, but right now it's opposing our Jupiter and our Uranus, which are in Taurus, and the moon in Scorpio brings very intense, raw emotions. So a retrograded Venus, it begins moving backwards, basically, through a sign that it was already previously in, and then it slows down and starts going back the other way. Think of this kind of like an angry ex that hits you with her car and then for good measure puts the car in reverse, backs up over you, and then realizes that she has to go back the other way, so puts it back in drive and hits you again, right? You've got your your pre-shadow, your retrograde, and then your post-shadow. And if you pay attention to the themes that were going on while Venus was direct in Leo, those are themes that are going to be reoccurring for you, and you're going to be revisiting those themes now that it is going back through those degrees of that sign. And then again, to finish off and tie up loose ends, we're going to be re-experiencing that as it slows down and goes direct again. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing, but come back for my other videos where I'm going to be discussing how this is affecting your rising sign.